Right, with all the EVs, solar powers, smart automation, kinetic switches, is it advancing the electrical industry? Well, me and James are here today to hash it out, as they say. Is that modern terms?
We're not going to fight, are we?
Well, I hope not. After you just telling me you do jitsu, not a chance.
I
I'll
don't
kick my
either.
ass.
I don't do the jitsu. I just know
Right.
people who do.
You know the moves, though, by the sounds of it.
Yeah, some.
Yeah, I don't want to mess with you, to be honest. So, EV, have you put in many EV chargers, or you don't do solar, do you?
Never done solar. I've probably done about 4 or 5, maybe. Yeah, about 4 EV chargers.
So you don't advertise in effect to do them, but if people ask, you can do them.
I could do them, or I would. To be fair, because they could be quite annoying to do, just because of cable routes and stuff. I normally get one of my mates to come in and do it.
Right.
So it's just easier.
Someone's a professional. I think as well, there's a lot more setting them up.
Yeah.
Installing it, it's like installing a supply to a shower. Fine. Obviously, you've got to protect it a different way, but it's just connecting cables at the end of the day. Electricians can do it, but it's the software side.
It's the whole kind of shebang as well, isn't it? Because they're getting more complicated. And because I haven't kept up to date with a lot of it, with all the setup and everything else, I know you can follow them on an app and see it, but I don't enjoy it.
They go out of date quick as well, I think.
Yeah.
Like they bring a charger out, and people are like, I've got a problem with it. And they're like, yeah, we don't support that software anymore. Can you put a new one in? It's 2-year-old, mate.
And also, a lot of the time is if you do quote, we quoted a lot of customers for EV chargers a good few years ago, and we didn't win a lot of the jobs because what happened was they had the government grant at the time, and you had to wait 90 days to then be able to get that back. And I was just like,
Doesn't work for
it's just
me.
another thing that puts you off wanting to do it.
Yeah.
And then now it's gone the other way. People are like, well, yeah, all right, I'll have it. Or they'll just be like, no, the manufacturer of my car.
They install it as well, yeah, because Ford do one saying if you buy an electrical car, you can have an EV point put in for £10 and stuff like that. So there's incentive that way.
Yeah, so it's not something I've ever wanted.
So yeah, I've not done the EV course to be able to install EV chargers. Have you done it?
I haven't done the course.
No. So do you reckon it's beneficial for electricians to do that?
I think if they want to cover all bases, then fair enough. If you've got enough people, but for me personally, if it's a small business and you're niching or anything like that, is it going to benefit you for doing a few a year?
Probably not.
Probably not. It's like most things. If you do a certain course, if it's going to benefit you and go, oh yeah, that's
if you're gonna niche down on it in effect.
Yeah, and we know people that have, and they're doing just
doing well. But he does it precise sort of thing.
Yeah.
He does it at a spot on job, and that's what I think a lot of people may be looking out for now to say, look, I don't want Joe Bloggs to turn up and just throw one in.
No.
I want it to work forever. That's why I think the equivalent to putting in an EV charger for £1,700 to maybe £300, that's the sort of job you get.
Massively, yeah. Because if you go buy a vehicle and they go, okay, look, you've only got to pay another £250 and we'll get the charger done when the car arrives or whatever, you're going to go with it, aren't you? But then you don't know what you're getting.
Yeah, EV as well, though. For me, I'm not a fan of getting in an EV van or an EV car at the moment myself.
I haven't driven one yet.
No, you're not even interested.
I haven't driven one. I got asked if I wanted to drive my mate's Tesla, and he had to educate me. I didn't drive it on the day. We just ran out of time. But it's a whole different level. It's not stop and go. If you come off the accelerator, it already slows down. So
because it's recharging itselth.
Yeah. So and it's like you've got to retrain how you drive.
I know. I found that because I had one when I went to Mallorca or something, and going downhill, it's back charging. Like the engine braking is using it to charge the vehicle, so you have to drive it in a certain way.
Yeah,
it's weird.
I don't know.
It's not for me. I don't know. I'm too old setting my ways.
Is the infrastructure there? Because the whole infrastructure down the south of England went down, didn't it? I think it was Portsmouth or Bournemouth.
Portsmouth.
Portsmouth. They had loads of chargers, and the whole infrastructure was like, yeah, we could do it, and then it all went down, and they had to turn them all off.
They're not using them now.
Okay, so
these are the people with like maybe terraced houses where they meant to have a cable running through the part. What's called it? Pathway.
Yeah.
On the path, weren't it? Where I don't know. That's dangerous as well because I always think like, if you put a shower onto its max, you're drawing maximum current. We all know, or you should know as an electrician, that if you're drawing current for that cable and cut it or any fault happens, it's going to be amplified.
Yeah.
So I just think that them cables, they draw a lot of current, especially like in the garages, the 3-phase ones.
Yeah.
They're drawing a good bit of current.
Yeah.
Who the hell's got the guts to go chop the cables off and scrap them in?
Well, you're probably not the full ticket anyway, are you?
Well, yeah, to do that, yeah.
Yeah, sod that. No, not for me.
It's not really my cup of tea. So as you've been in the industry for what, 15, 20 years,
Yeah.
have you ever thought about doing the solar then?
There's an opportunity that came up probably about 5 years ago that we were looking to go into it, and we were going to branch out and kind of do a little bit more. And we thought, well, I'm comfortable getting on roofs and all this sort of stuff. We could do it. And I looked at who was going to do it with me, and I just thought, knobhead, no.
I don't want to put a roof for that again.
I don't know if I want to trust that guy. And then I was like, but then the roofer guy that we know, I was just like, he's dead on. I'm still in communication with him. And it almost kind of, and it just didn't happen. Because I think
why didn't it happen? You just thought, no, I'm too busy as it is.
I was busy enough anyway, and then it's a whole. You got to train for it. You got to have the infrastructure to be able to do it because everyone's now getting into the battery storage, and then that's a whole different separate level.
Yeah,
and then there's different legalities with the battery storage as well that I didn't know about, and it's like, well, I don't know if I want to go down this road
because
now.
you're basically storing energy, and it is in effect storing gasoline, not American fuel, in a garage. It's always a bomb waiting to go off.
Yeah, and then you see so many things now, unfortunately, is that like the solar side of things, after 10 years, well, they're obsolete now. You need new solar.
This is the thing, yeah.
You feel like you'd be out ripping people off after 5-10 years. They're like, oh no, but these ones are better and they're more efficient. Yeah. And you pay another 20 grand and you could upgrade.
We haven't got paid from the other ones yet because I think the tariff fluctuates so much as well. What you get paid back.
Yeah, there's a lot of numbers involved, and my brain can't cope with all that.
Yeah, I know. Have you got solars on your own house?
No. I live in an old house, so
no, I know,
it wouldn't work.
For electricians, all this technology, we don't even use it.
No.
You haven't been tempted?
No, well, we rent, so we wouldn't be able to, but if I owned it, it's 3 stories. Good luck getting up there. They'd have to be scaffolded.
I don't know. In my head, in my small roof of a 3-bed house, I don't think I'm going to get enough solar panels to warrant getting a decent kickback.
Yeah. But then your house has to be like all...
South-facing.
Well, it's got to be south-facing, but it's got to be eco-friendly as well. So you've got to have decent insulation and everything else as well. Because if you're going to go for the whole thing, your house has got to be kept warm and everything else. And where would you have your storage? Have you got somewhere?
If you haven't got a garage and
you haven't got a garage,
you can't put it in the loft anymore.
No, because they started to, didn't they? And then they had to pull it all out the loft.
Because the loft just couldn't handle the batteries, which I understand.
And the warmth up there as well.
True, yeah.
In the summer. Yeah, loads failed.
It get too hot.
Yeah.
It's still new, I think, isn't it?
It's an evolving market. Like you think for the likes of the Japanese car manufacturers, they've stopped making EV cars.
What, because they've got fields full of them?
They got fields full of them, but they weren't making any money. Fiat, right? I got told by a customer, Fiat were the first ones to do a whole new car that's just EV. Right. So a Fiat 500 EV. They changed his chassis, they changed everything. It was just that car.
Yeah.
And then they're the first ones to turn around as well and go, no, can you make that a hybrid now? Where everyone else that already had the chassis of a petrol and made it into hybrid or then changed it into an EV.
They were backtracked.
They've actually gone backwards and gone, we're going to make this.
Well, this is the thing as well, because I know that, Vauxhall had a plant in Luton where they said to the government, you've got to kick out so many electrical vans a year, like this is your target. Yeah, they closed it. I thought we can't do it. We'll jack it in. Get rid of a shed load of jobs.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, 'cause there's so many bad things you hear about the EV. And then also with the solar, because the solar grants come and then they went.
Yeah.
And now at the moment, I think they're back again, which is, October 2025.
Yeah.
They're back at the moment. People can get grants for the solar kits on their house. Is that going to come and go again?
Of course it will.
This is what I think as well. This is why I don't think it's going to be an advantage for me to go and do solar for many reasons.
Well, if you had like 1 or 2 jobs a year, is it worth it?
I think, I think it is good money.
Yeah, it can
Again, but then can you charge enough? Well, you must be able to make good money because there's a company out there that does it solely. I think all the time is all they do is solar.
I think if you're like we say, if you're niching down and you just want to go, I just want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Or if
that
you're
is your company, like,
that's what you do. And most of the guys, don't they, that are doing it, that's all they do.
That's all they do now. Yeah, I know a lot of electricians that say, we don't do domestics anymore. We don't do sort of industrial commercial. We do solar.
Yeah.
Like, right, yeah, renewables they call themselves, isn't it?
Renewables.
Renewable part of
Yeah. Even the plumbing guys, didn't they? A lot of them with the gas side of things, they're just doing renewables.
well, yeah, they're going to heat source pumps and stuff,
Heat
aren't
source
they?
pump, yeah.
So for yourself, sort of thing, you wouldn't say going on the courses, being trained, but we're sort of small companies.
Yeah. If they're a big company starting out and that's what they're doing, they could probably have that as a department, couldn't they?
Yes.
But for small companies and starting up, you kind of want to do your legwork first, don't you?
Yeah.
And see if you like the other side of it.
Yeah.
Maybe try a little bit. That
There's
could
a
be
lot
good
more
one.
responsibility, a lot more outlay. You need to be limited, I think, in effect, because there's a lot more. Like you're paying out hundreds of thousands of pounds worth of equipment.
Yeah.
In effect, and this leads on to the domestic supply of properties are changing to 3-phase
Yeah.
rather than single.
Why?
What do you think about that?
When I heard it, I was just like, why? I know it's to cope with the capabilities of what's coming and
Yeah.
with the whole side of things, with solar, with EV and everything else. But I kind of feel like we're backtracking a lot because they're all going to go 3-phase. But is everything else then supported as well? Is everything else, is that all in place already?
Well, no, because no property's got 3-phase into it, have they?
And they're just going to strip it like they have done for some roads where they just bring it a separate phase for those 3 houses. And
Yeah.
they're just going to then
It's got a
correlate
lot
it.
of money involved, isn't it? I think they're doing it like new builds and stuff so they can have a 3-phase EV charger and then a 3-phase supply for the solar
Yeah.
and stuff like that. But then what I think in my mind as well is, you know what happens when you cross phases?
Yeah.
For 15 volts. So what if someone's got the upstairs ring on one phase and the downstairs ring on another? If some idiot comes along that doesn't understand 3-phase,
Yeah.
they can cross phase and hurt themselves. No, it's not saying idiot, just someone's not trained.
Yeah, melt
Enough.
cables and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah,
isn't it?
there's a lot more. So you need to be qualified. It's more critical
Yeah.
to know what you're doing with 3-phase as well as single phase. Because I know a lot of guys that will say, no, I don't do 3-phase.
Well, there's a lot of
Why?
domestics, weren't there?
Yeah.
They've either never come across it
Yeah.
because they've never had to.
They never needed to, yeah.
No, unless it's an old farm or something like that.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's going to be an interesting conundrum.
This is the thing that they're putting things in place like AFDDs and surge protection, but they're giving you a few more things that can go wrong as well. So it's all a bit of a mix-up.
It is. It's just like an evolution, isn't it? But which way are they going to end up?
Yeah, and I think, like we were saying earlier on, the younger lads, they need to be, I don't know, but it sounds stupid when I say cleverer. Cleverer, more intelligent
Yeah.
electricians and know their stuff a lot more.
I think there's going to be a lot of pressure on young people because if you're coming out of college and you think, yeah, this is it, you're thinking of it in a basic way.
Mm-hmm.
If they're coming out with all the stuff that they're proposing, what a minefield for them. Like, you
know
can't
more.
learn all that in a few years.
No, you can't just go to college for 6 weeks and do it all, can you?
No.
You've got to know. And I think this is the thing, like, if you don't know what can go wrong, you're not as scared.
Well, like a false sense of security kind of thing. Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah. Yeah,
I
you're
can
just
do it.
confident. I can do this. Like, I've done it before when I was collecting up a battery when I was an apprentice. I blew a hole in my finger,
Nice.
pooped my pants.
Yeah.
I am never touching that again. God made me go in and finish it off. So then that helped me be confident in what I was doing.
Yeah.
Because I think I would never touch the bloody thing again if I knew that could hurt that much. Well,
Well, there's lots of mistakes or there's lots of lessons, isn't there?
exactly, yeah. As long as you learn by your mistakes, it's going to help.
Yeah, then it's a lesson. Yeah.
Right, so with all the EVs and stuff, that's something that's going on. But what's it more interesting to me, maybe yourself as well, is the smart side of things.
Yeah.
Are you interested in that? Or
I
some of the
am.
old boys aren't?
I am interested in it, but sometimes it could be quite intimidating. I don't code and I can't write code or anything like that. But
You don't need to.
you don't need to now because now they all come with their own apps and everything else, so you can just set them up. Like from the
1,000
basic
different
thing.
apps, though, isn't it?
Oh, there's loads. And then the only thing that gets me is that when you've got to download the app for that piece of kit, and then you've got to then connect it to this piece of kit that's going to control it. And then you're like,
Yeah.
right. And then sometimes there's a little bit of crossover. Most things now, they're quite good. All the big brands are really
You've got
good.
to be patient, ain't you?
You do. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Especially, I sometimes when the kinetic switches in, and you've got a receiver, so this can work with an app as well. Oh, can you do that for me? Oh, crap.
Why did I mention it?
Why did I say that? Just leave the kinetic switch in so it works perfectly.
But it's a big learner though, isn't it? Because I bet you've done it loads where you get all the switches, you go, no, look, I'm not putting them where they're going to end. I'm going to make sure they're all talking to each other first.
Yeah,
Then-
you connect them up before you put
Yeah.
them in. 100%, definitely. A lot of times.
That's a valuable
I've done
lesson.
that. Yeah, you put them all in, you sealed it all up. Oh, you got to press that button for it to sync.
Can you
It's
just run
under
down the garden?
Yeah, exactly. You got to make it all work.
I think they're good though. They're a really good workaround.
Kinetic ones, I think, are amazing.
When they first come out, they were hit and
I was
miss.
dubious.
Yeah.
I didn't use them at first when they
No.
come out, but now, yeah, I use them all the time.
I like
Don't
them.
you?
Yeah,
I know. I put them in someone's loft. I always make them accessible though,
Yeah,
because you never know. I've seen people that put them underneath floorboards.
yeah.
There was a video I saw where he put all these receivers underneath a floorboard, and I thought he's done them on a bit of wood, mounted them. When he puts his bit of floorboard back down, I'm sure that's going to press the sync button. And I wonder why it don't work. I wonder if it happened. Like you wouldn't record that bit, would you?
Do you know what? You just made me think of something. Years ago, a customer of mine, they had a plumber out, done a load of work, put all the floorboards back. But what happened was when he put the floorboards back, he touched the doorbell wire, and every time they stepped on the top step, it went ding,
Ding dong.
and then when they stepped off, it went dong. So someone would ring the door, and it'd be like ding dong. They'd run down the stairs, get the delivery, go back up the stairs, and then they'd hear
Ding
it
dong
again. 4 times they ran up and down, and it was only when he got to the top of the stairs and just stood there waiting, and then he just took that last step and it went ding, and he went, no,
Something under there.
that's what's going to happen with
That's
that one.
not a
with the
fault
floorboard.
hard to find, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, until they stood slowly, and then they found it.
And then you know, like
But then smart stuff's a bit like that sometimes, isn't it? You've
it is.
got
Yeah,
to
it's
kind of go a
difficult
bit
because a
wrong.
lot of people say it doesn't work with if you've got like certain Wi-Fi signal in your house.
Yeah,
Like, that's above my head. That
some of
winds
it
me
won't
up.
work on 5G,
Yeah.
and it'll only work on 2.4.
2.4.
Yeah, so there's a
Winds
few
me
like
up
that.
and you've got to log into the router.
You got to log into the router.
Someone else's
and split
router.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
and then split it.
It's
as well.
intrusive, I think. You know, I don't know.
It can be, and then some of them are a bit annoying to log in. Most of them are all right, but if you get some of these new ones now, some that come off of fibre like GigaClear and stuff, the router's not that fun to navigate through.
Right.
And then you're going for a whole different. Oh, so what? Do you have to have a
Something
laptop
else you've
now?
got to learn. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, new tools.
So yeah,
Carry around.
It's
So
a
if
whole
you were to,
different kettle.
do you think if you had your own place, you were going to rewire it all, would you use the kinetic switches or would you rewire it the old-fashioned way?
oh, if you're rewiring anyway and you're going through all that mess, just rewire it and just stay
Yeah.
traditional. But if you wanted like a little bit of flexibility for certain hard to reach, like a loft light and all this type of stuff, then yeah, why not? You could
Yeah,
you
use
could
the
use
kinetic switches.
yeah, or outside lighting is a
Because
brilliant.
I just think that if you use the kinetic switches, you've got less places for fault,
Yeah,
in effect. But then you have got the fault because it happens. I've been back to wireless switches that don't work.
yeah,
And I find if there's like some outside lights I did once, unfortunately, I put these rubbish outside lights in. 3 times I went back because water got in and it popped the receiver as well. So well, that's a bummer.
So now you got to repair.
I had to get a new receiver and fix the outside light.
Yeah,
So
yeah. I think it just sometimes brings in something a bit more sensitive to play with as well, though, isn't it?
mhm.
Because not all of them are IP rated either, so you have to stick them in enclosure.
Yep.
Some of them you can stick them in a loft, but then what's going to happen in a loft? They might get knocked about or covered in dust.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Depends on their, the
The
robustness.
environment, down to the electrician again, tells you where you install it and how. Because you've got to always make things like that accessible, don't you?
Well, some of them are so small now you can put in behind a light switch.
Yeah, have you seen them?
Yeah, the little I can't remember what
The
they're called
Ben.
now. There's a few. Was it?
The bed, yeah, I bought some the other day.
Okay.
I'm going to do a video and look out to installing them because I want to be able to dim my switches without having to chase the bat box. Being lazy. Well, I bought these other dimmers, but they didn't do it. It's a 2-way switch.
Okay.
These are meant to be able to do it because I see all this hype about, hey, you've got a 2-way switch, you can dim them
Yeah.
both with a push switch. So I wanted to be able to do that. I'm just geeking out on it, sort of thing,
Yeah.
interested. So I bought a couple, so I'm going to see if they work.
Okay.
We'll find out because the first one they what didn't. Trying out of 50 quid down the drain.
Oh mate.
Because I've got a job where someone says they've got dimmers on their upstairs light, like the landing light. Why have you got a dimmer on your landing light?
Yeah.
Like, maybe in the evening you want to be a bit dimmer, but then it double dims.
Yeah.
So you don't know when it's on or off because he's got that double dimming. So this is why it should resolve the dimming issue.
Okay.
I'm hoping this is something I'm going to learn myself as well. See, this is the stuff they don't teach you in college because also there is out there something for lighting circuits where you basically wire it all digitally. That's there's a few companies I think that do that
Or
now.
like Rayco and stuff like that. Or
No,
not.
that's the Ben again as well. I think
Yeah.
where you can basically wire your whole house, and there's a hub where you can connect it all up to, and you do your heating, and that switch that you done your heating. If you got a switch on there as well, you can turn your heating on and off from down it. It's just a lot more technical.
Yeah.
I've never seen a property all wired in it yet.
So I've been in the properties that have got like full Rayco systems and everything else that do the heating, the curtains, the lights, and everything.
Yeah,
The only downside is your internet goes down.
can't turn your lights on.
It's not all talking to itself. So a lot of them will talk to themselves just on their own internal network. So while you're in the house, it's all good. But I've had a few years ago that we had to go back out and just reset stuff up where they'd had a power cut and it's popped one of the main modules.
That's what bothers me.
Yeah.
I don't like callbacks.
I like smart homes.
Yes, when they
But they
work
have to
efficiently,
work.
they're fantastic. But when they go wrong, the customers go, "Well, you put it in
Well-
when 1996." You're like, "Hang about, it's 2025." Like,
Have
it's
you
worked
seen
for
that?
so long.
Have you seen like the locks though, the smart locks as well? You can either come up with a fob or you can just stick your thumb and everything else.
Yeah,
A lot of them are battery operated.
the battery go flat. You can't get in your house.
Yeah, there was one house that we went to, and he'd had a smart lock. Like it was not a DNA one. I think it was a thumbprint one.
yeah.
And you do the thumbprint, and that's it. The guy was fitting the door and putting the lock in for him, but he wanted to try it out to see if the door closed fully.
Right,
The lock hadn't been set up, so the door's locked.
can't get in.
They had to smash the window to get in.
That was it.
That was it. There was no other way unless you try to start taking the door because
So
it was a
how-
proper
What,
security
did you have
door.
batteries in it or what?
I had batteries and everything, but they hadn't set the door up to recognise anyone's fingerprints.
Oh,
So the lock hadn't been set up, so
good
he
lesson
just shut
to
it.
learn.
Yeah, he shut it just as oh, is that clearing?
So again, with all this modern stuff coming along, comes along with its own problems.
But I think with those things, you preempt stuff, don't you? You know yourself, you'll preempt stuff. If you're going out to a customer's and you know you're doing a certain job, you're going to already preempt a lot of it.
Yeah, you're going to know a lot of the faults, the common things as well, and know what. Yeah, I thought this could go wrong, that could go wrong, didn't you?
Or it's gone,
Test
it's
that
gone wrong
first.
before.
Yeah, didn't know when I was putting it in.
I
Bloody
cut the wrong
thing.
cable.
I know why that's gone wrong. I left that. Yeah, that cable's come off. And do you get a lot of customers asking you for this certain technology as well, like smart technology?
Yeah, I do get a lot now, but I think because it's more accessible to people, they get their own stuff. So if they want their lights to come on and off, they just get the little
We'll
plug
be able to
adapter.
talk to Alexa and stuff.
Yeah, and they can just ask it themselves. So I think
Yeah.
10 years ago, you'd have to get this guy in, or lady, but you'd have to get someone in that knew how to do everything and they'd set it all up. People now, because it's more accessible and it's not so expensive, I think they can do it themselves a lot more.
Yeah.
So I go to people's houses, they got like their Philips Hue bulbs and all this.
Yeah,
They've
yeah.
done it themselves. And all they want you to do is put the light up.
Right,
They don't-
bonus. Sometimes
They don't want
that
you to
is.
set it all up and you're like, result.
Yeah,
You know, 'cause
definitely.
There's another hour and a half.
Because this is what you got to do sometimes. You got to have the customer's phone or iPad.
Yeah.
And you're like, what's your code? It's gone to screensaver again. What's your code? They told me it, but I didn't write it down like, all the time.
Yeah.
And so-and-so's calling. Hello, we're busy.
Oh,
Like,
I didn't need to see that.
Yeah, I know. This is the thing, it's intrusive again. This
Yeah.
is where the customer's got to be able to trust you, in effect, sort of thing. Because on your phone now, you've got your bank, your emails, a lot.
It's sensitive, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
not just a phone. I
you don't-
prefer it if they've got an iPad you could use because then they can take their calls and stuff like that and then you could do it. Or if they're happy for you to do, you can log in on their system on yours and then you can set it all up and then you just hand it back
This
over.
is what I did with them whiz bulbs the other day. I set them all up at home because I went there and tried to do it. It was a bloody nightmare. So I set them all up at home on my phone, and then I could download the app onto their phone and put her as the owner.
Yeah.
So I just handed it across. I thought that is a lot easier.
It's easier, but also you've done a dry run to see what else works. But then that's still your time at home.
Yeah,
And I don't think people, if you work like
understand that.
we talked about working for other people, could you ever do it again? If you're working for somebody else and he said, here you go, Ben, you've got these 8 lights you need to set up tomorrow.
Yeah.
You want to set these up at home first. And you'd be like,
Hang on, on the clock for that.
what?
Yeah.
So it's the things that we do that maybe people don't understand that's behind the scenes.
So all this smart stuff, do you think, yes, there's certain people that are using it with the kinetic switches and stuff like that, but do you think it's more of a luxury thing?
Oh, it is a luxury thing, but as time's gone on in the last few years where it is more accessible, there's more people that have got it and using it, not as a necessity, but more as a comfort thing. So if they're out, the lights can come on automatically.
Yeah, security-wise.
Security-wise, I think it's a big bonus because even old, like, you know, I always say Nanny Norris, but old Nanny Norris could have lights come on where maybe she can't reach all the time. Or maybe
Yeah,
she's not as mobile.
beneficial to
and
that.
then it not becomes a necessity thing, but it becomes an expected. Well, why can't you just make them come on automatically?
Yeah.
People are saying stuff like that now and expecting.
Yeah, hopefully it works. Like in your house, have you got a lot of smart technology? This is the interesting thing because we put it in for people so many every day, but we don't use it ourselves.
Mate,
Shouldn't we be like using it ourselves as well?
I'm quite a basic person.
Same here.
Really.
If I turn my heating up, I'm like, I want to turn it up. Press that button up. I don't care that I can tell Alexa.
I've got the old school
Thermostat.
because we're rented as well anyway. But yeah, I've got an old school thermostat where you can't really see the numbers. You just wait.
You know where it is.
You know, click. That's
I
it.
got my
that's
Sharpie.
it. Yeah. Just rewrite it on.
Yeah.
You know, I've got a TV system that's like it's all right. I've got surround sound, so that's quite cool. But I haven't got all smart remotes.
So
or anything.
your niche market is how big's your TV?
It's a 55-inch.
It's a good size then. Yeah.
It's not too bad. I do want a bigger one, but us men always want a bigger one.
Well, indeed.
But the missus won't let me have one.
She won't. Yeah, because sometimes they say it looks stupid on the wall.
Yeah.
Like, bigger the better.
Well, we're going to upgrade ours next year, so I might actually have a bit of fun. So next year, me and the missus are actually going to do a project and do our own media wall.
All out.
Yeah, we're going to have a bit of fun with it, and I'm going to involve her. And
This is what I do for a bleeding living line. I'm going to do it at our own house
on
now.
our day off.
Yeah. You're going to do work.
Yeah, so I might put some smart lighting in it on that to kind of accentuate it and make it look nice. That'd be good. Yeah.
That'd be
Good home project.
Yeah, something
And then I'll have some.
interesting as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're going to try different things out. Because I always think when I got this new house sort of thing I'm going through at the minute, I'm going to test out things. There's a TV going to come down from the loft and everything. It'll break, no doubt, but
Yeah, I'll come around and help you fit it.
no, I just wanted to be able to utilise the space.
Yeah,
in effect.
I think when you go into a new property, you're always trying to do that, though, aren't you?
Yeah.
Like all this on the stairs storage that people are doing again.
Exactly, yeah. Look good.
But new builds have no storage, so you know
You've got to make this space in effect.
Like that under the stairs stuff in new builds. How many times have you hidden stuff in there because it's just a void?
It's where it stays, yeah.
Yeah, Harry
People,
Potter's not
where's
in
your
there.
fuse board? Oh. Got to take it all out because it's under the bleed. I hate when it's under the stairs. Why'd they put it under there? Because you can never get a cable to it easily.
No.
But by the front door, I like that one.
Yeah, front doors are all right. Unless you've got to get a cable under the stairs. From
Well,
the
yeah,
front door.
exactly.
Yeah.
Mini trunking. Have you ever been? Do you get asked a lot for like? Did you do solar or do you do EV and stuff like that?
Every so often, yeah, I get asked. It's just a quick no.
Yeah,
Just
you
go,
don't want to get
no.
involved in effect.
I'll just give them a number. It's so much easier to give them a number to somebody
Someone else who specialises in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they'll just turn up and be like, yeah, you need 8 of these. And they already know.
They've
don't
done
they?
it before. They've experienced in it, in effect. Yeah. So after all of this, have you got any ideas that you think might come next?
What comes next? Oh.
In the electrical wise, not just like the aliens are going to come down and make small pyramids or something.
Yeah, definitely not that. That happened already.
Yeah, I know. That's been done. That's old dudes. Come on, man.
Yeah. Not again.
But like
It'd be so
different things,
boring.
I often wonder, think how, because technology at the minute, I think, is evolving so fast, so quick. And there's a lot of jobs that will be gone through AI. Because you use AI at all with your business.
I think for my receipts and stuff like that, and the back office and the admin side of things, I think AI is used there because you're uploading receipts and then it deciphers what's on it and stuff like that. So there's obviously programs.
There's a need for it in effect.
Yeah, it's kind of freeing up a bit of time, necessarily. But yeah, that is kind of a given there. Me using it deliberately, not so much.
Do you think it's because we're old though?
That is a big
I was
factor.
gonna say.
Do you know what? Without being an eco warrior, one of my daughters was telling me, you know, every time you do a command to ChatGPT or whatever, right? That's like a bottle of water that it uses just for that little prompt to keep the servers
cool.
Cool. So when you're doing all these, like, make me look like Homer Simpson, I don't need any help, but make me make me look like this or make me look like that. That's a hell of a lot more water to keep the servers. So they reckon they're doing like I think it's a swimming pool a day or a lake a day of water. So people doing all these requests and the art stuff is minute. So I instantly was like, oh my God.
I'm saving water by not asking it.
Yeah, me being a right thicko. And I was afraid of it at first, but now I know
Yeah.
some of it is there and it is just what it is.
Yeah.
And loads of people
You
make their own
benefit
box.
rather than not.
But yeah, that blew my mind. So it kind of made me go, oh, yeah, maybe I shouldn't use it as much, you know.
Yeah. Well, there's no way, do you think, that AI can take over an electrician's job?
No. Have you done any of the tests on it where you've asked? I've seen some of them that people have done and said, how would you do this? I asked it, could you show me a demonstration, right? So when I did use it at the beginning, I said, could you show me like 4 images of a step-by-step photos or drawings of a TV installation?
Yeah.
The TV was the wrong way around and they bolted through the telly, right, and put it on the wall. And I was like,
I can't copy that.
I'm safe.
Yeah, I'll be all right with that.
But some of the Sparkies have done stuff like that as well. And they've got all the wires the wrong way around, the wrong colours, wrong connections.
Oh, because they're going on what this says.
Yeah. And it's like, no, that's completely wrong. And it's just, the problem is it's getting information that's readily available.
Yeah.
Not accurate.
And not everything on there, like you say, everything you see on the interweb or internet and stuff is not necessarily factual. It's not true. It's not right.
No. And if you're gaining that, could you imagine getting out in the real world after looking on the internet and going, well, this is what I'm going to expect.
Yeah. This is there's expectations with like young girls and stuff. All the things they see, like influencers and YouTubers and things, where they go, they've got this car, that car. Yeah, they had that in that year. What about a year later?
Yeah.
Oh, he works in Tesco's.
Yeah.
It's all a lie.
A lot of it's fake.
Facade. Yeah. It's all like, look at me, until you don't look at me anymore because I'm a complete liar.
Yeah, I'm broke.
Yeah, exactly. In the real world, like my dad
Yeah.
shut me off.
It's just brutal. I think where this is all going with technology is, I don't know what will come next, because our homes in this country, even the new homes, where they're built to keep us, warm in the winter, but they're not built to keep us cool in the summer.
Right, they're meant to keep the heat in, but then we've got to open all the windows.
Yeah. So in the summer, we're kind of like, and I know a lot more people are getting aircon, and that's not necessarily a whole, like, without sounding like an eco warrior. Second thing now, you got to look after the planet.
Yeah, aircon's got, I haven't got aircon, but some places I've worked in, like, I've turned it on, I'm like, that is wicked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they can use it as heat as well.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
you know, for the odd space, I think it's really good and it's handy, but our homes just aren't geared up for how our world is going, are they?
Not really. I think they're built on a budget, in effect.
Yeah.
To do it like that way. Because if you were going to go buy a house now, would you prefer to buy a new build or maybe a 1970s house?
I'd prefer an older house. I think they're more
Yeah,
solid.
obviously, having an old stone vicary or something.
Oh, mate, it'd be awesome.
Be
wouldn't it?
lovely, wouldn't it? I've got a friend that's got a house. It is lovely.
If I had the money, dream-wise, if I had the money to do it, I'd love to build a house out of shipping containers. And then you would choose how you insulate it.
Would you do that?
Because it's like Lego, and you just stack them all up. You could do any shape you wanted, and then you insulate it and board it all out. You can do any cladding you want on the outside, so it doesn't look like a shipping
this
container.
is a dream, innit?
That'd be
It'd
awesome.
look crazy.
It'd be awesome, yeah.
Where are you? I'm in 4B. 4B. There we go. I'm in that one. Like, this is the thing.
I would
look
love
like.
to do that. I think
It'd be
what a good project.
It would have a character, though, would it?
Yeah, I think you can create a bit of
You
character.
turn, some around the other way.
Yeah, have one rotating.
On the crane still.
I've watched programs about it, and I was like, oh, I'd love to do
This
that.
is what I think. A lot of these ideas, I think, fantastic idea, do this or do that. But in the real world, logically wise, you must have done it with tools yourself. Like, you wanted to buy this tool, you bought it, still in the box, I never used it. I got sold the dream.
Yeah, I have done some things like that. Yeah, some tools. The missus has had a go at me recently about my fetish for measuring tapes.
Right.
I've got a bit of a problem. I have to admit, I might need help.
How many tape measures you got?
Too many. About 12.
Why?
I just really like
I
them.
lose them.
Yeah, no, I don't lose them. I just really like them.
Make sure you look after them as well. You just like that tape measures.
I don't get out.
It's not a bad thing, like.
Yeah, double-sided ones is the way forward, isn't it?
Oh, I haven't seen one of them.
Have you
You
not
have
got
to show me
double-sided
that.
measuring tape?
No.
I'll show you.
I lose my tape measures all the time because it just clicks on the end of my bag, and the amount of times I go into someone's house, I need to measure something, fell out.
So that's why.
Where's
you
it
have to buy
fell
more.
out? Yeah, this is why I have two.
Yeah.
I have one sitting in the, but all just cheap one sort of thing because I lose them.
She's told me off.
If you bought,
Yeah.
Have you got the workmate one?
I haven't got
with
a
a
work
pencil on it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, sorry, I might
No.
have to get you that one.
I have got one that you can add the pencil to it though.
Ooh, so you fancy stuff then?
Class 1. Yeah. You got to go for it technology wise, but you can't beat a measuring tape.
Well, this is the thing. The old school stuff. There's not a lot of scenarios that you think is where AI is advancing the industry.
I think that everyone was worried about AI taking their jobs, wasn't it? And then loads of people lost their jobs because of it.
Yeah.
And now it's like, well, what jobs can't they take? And people are, I think, now trying to look at the jobs they can't. But then you still need people to service the AI and look after it
This
for when
is
it's
the
gone wrong
thing,
and
yeah.
input and make sure everything, all
The
its own
software
back.
engineers, in
Yeah.
effect, yeah.
So,
There's
I
so
dunno.
many things come out now. Like for an AI software, and they say you can add it to your website as well, which I don't know. I think I'm old fashioned.
Yeah. I
And
think, yeah, it was nothing wrong with being old fashioned though.
Yeah.
Because a friend of mine, he's got a bot that he's created and built for his website.
Right.
And it can do his WhatsApp as well. So if a customer is a plumber, if a WhatsApp comes in from a customer, it will automatically start answering the questions that they've got because he's inputted all these regular
Right.
questions. And then it will get to a certain point, and if it needs a human interact, then it will go and divert it to him. He can still see it all. So I don't know. That scares me.
That's cool. I like that
But
idea.
it frees up your time as well.
Definitely, it's time because obviously time is what costs.
Well, you imagine, like we spoke before about, oh, I'm running late, I've got to contact the customer. Imagine you got a WhatsApp message and it was from the customer, what time are you getting here? And then the bot would already know who they are because it's got the number. Oh, hello, Susan, I'm going to be with you at this sort of time. Thanks for getting in contact. They don't know it's not you.
Easy, yeah. That's
weird,
simple
but
enough.
cool.
And well, you don't need to send it back anyway. You're on your freaking way half the time. Just
Yeah.
chill out. Be there when I'm there. Put the kettle on.
I'm outside.
This is the main thing. Yeah, I'm eating a sandwich, just watching a bit of TikTok.
Yeah,
half the
yeah,
time. But do you think like the book of Electricians, the BS 7671, he's kept up to date with all the modern technology, like solar, like EV?
Can they keep up to date with everything?
This is what I think as well. There's so many, I don't want to say grey areas, but things that people read it and interpret it a different way.
Like the Bible.
Unfortunately.
It is though, isn't it? It is. I think most things come down to interpretation.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose
The
if
knowledge of something.
yeah, because then you might work with something else different. You go, well, that would work for that, but might not work for this. So then
Yeah.
they'll go, well, I'll do it this way now from now on. I don't know. Can it ever keep up to date? Fully.
Well, there'll only be an upgrade, 19th edition soon. Don't worry, it's another 60, 70 quid, isn't it? On a
More
book.
money. Thank you.
Unfortunately, and there'll be an upgrade. We have to sit down and do that.
Mate.
So,
Yeah.
in the end of it, do you think that the AI, the smart technologies, and all the renewables is advancing the electrical industry or a hindrance?
I think it's definitely advancing for the interchangeable side of things and how everything's talking to each other.
Mm-hmm.
If you're running a business side of things, it is helping
Yeah.
because all behind the scenes and your admin, your bookkeeping, everything like that, and booking jobs,
Yeah.
that's all there. That's all part of it. Whether we know we're using it willingly or we're not using it, but
true.
but something else is. Like if you've got a job application form or you know your QuickBooks and everything else, they're all using it anyway. So
Yeah.
whether you think you're using it or not,
You
everything
don't
around
know
you is.
sometimes.
Yeah. All
This is
your
the
banking
thing.
apps, they're all bots that you're talking to.
Mhm.
So
And there is
yeah.
a lot of pressure on the UK to be greener. Like
Yeah.
we're saying, we're getting told to use EVs. We're getting saying solar is the best, and there is solar farms going up. So I'm just trying to work out whether it's electricians in our stature sort of thing as a smaller company that will be the advantage to install it.
Ooh.
Are you an installer of EV and solar panels? And how's your company going? That's what I want to know.
There's a few people you could talk to. Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I'm
a
going to
few
reach out and
people.
get them on.
Yeah. How is it going? Have they noticed a big drop or anything like that?
Yeah.
Or is
Definitely.
it just going absolutely nuts and they're putting it everywhere?
This is the thing to find out. Definitely in the next video will be the media wall that James is going to do in his house with his missus directing him with a bolt through the telly that he's AI'd. I'll see you next time.
Could you imagine?